So
what it carries.
I mean, I honestly think texting is such a game like that.
Oh, I could go off about texting because I hate it sometimes.
Go off.
like texting
I want to hear
Well,
this.
no, it's just like about how texting is kind of a game sometimes, and I hate it because ever since like people have been able to text, all of a sudden you're almost like always present in people's lives because you're immediately able to contact them or be contacted.
Yeah.
Like you're never really fully off the grid, you know? So like the whole thing about like how long do I wait to reply or like how many texts should I send, how long should my text send, but like I like to text how I talk in person, and that's sporadic and random and all over the place. But when you gotta like type out your whole game plan, you know, and like look 3 texts ahead, like you're looking 3 moves ahead in a game, you know, and like leading to the end game.
Yeah,
I
think texting kind of ruins relationships.
It kind of does. Like
you build that dependency where you're like you said, you're texting every day, all the time, you know. And
my big thing with texting is you should not say stuff over text that you wouldn't say in person.
That's a
you know
huge
what I mean?
thing.
Like
that is a
if
huge thing.
I can't call a girl cute in person, then I'm not gonna text.
Yeah.
her.
hey, yeah.
I feel like too many people get in those
Cute.
get in those like mojos where they start texting things, and then in person it's like.
But I also think at the same time texting is very important to a relationship. If I'm being honest, because it like kind of sort of signifies that you're like always on their mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you have to be thinking about them at least. You know what I mean?
Well,
I don't know.
I've had 2 different relationships. One where I texted them all the time. You know, it was how was class, whatnot. You're always texting. The other one, I never text. We never texted. Maybe you're like, hey, can you hang out today, kind of thing. And I noticed that there's such a difference between the 2 of them because the one I didn't text with, whenever I got with them, it was so much more rewarding and happy because it's like, oh, I've missed you. It's been like a week, you know, it's whatever. It's been these certain days. How was, your week? And I could hear about, like, we could actually talk and converse and have emotions rather than with the one with I texted all the time. It was like this dependency where if I wasn't texting him, it felt weird. But then in person, it was like, oh, we were talking about some text. And I don't know. It didn't seem as good.
Yeah.
But that's just my personal experiences.
No, I get that for sure. And we were having a little fam home evening about 2 weeks ago where we were talking about dependency on phones and like different ways to improve relationships. And they were always talking about how like the closer we get to a face-to-face conversation, the better that conversation will be. So a lot of times when I actually want to have a conversation with someone, I'll call them on the phone or I'll FaceTime them or I'll write them a letter and send it on the way or something like that. But like calling people is just so much better than just texting them. And going back to the relationship thing and how like you said texting is important to relationship.
I do agree with that though.
I do think that's important, but also the way like you trust each other with your texting. Like if you send something and they're not replying, you trust that that's because they're busy, there's something else going on, or it's not that important, you know?
See, yeah, so that's what I actually wrote down, is that texting is important, but it shouldn't be a game. You
Exactly.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the other day, this is a while ago, but I was kind of into a girl, and we'd been texting a little bit, and then I this is a long time ago. like a really,
long time ago.
This is like a year
Throwback 5 years. Oh, okay.
but like sometimes, like in the morning or like whenever we would stop texting, it's like it becomes the game of who's going to text.
Who's gonna text first? Who
Yeah.
can hold off?
Yeah.
I hate that so much.
Yeah.
But like I never text people just hey or anything like that. Like I have to have something.
Exactly.
Like if I have a funny video and I'll send it to them, that's how I start a conversation. Or if I need to actually plan something, that's how I start it. You know. But as soon as you have like this game in a relationship, it just kind of ruins it. I feel like you know, and you kind of lose part of the trust that you have.
So something you were saying with like the hey, I thought back on me, and I've definitely been culprit of that. But like I feel like it's either A, just because I don't know what to say, or B, because I want to like talk with them.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
and I can't like be with them in person, so I'm like, okay, I want to talk to you. So like, how are you doing and stuff? But I feel like that's just so surface level, you know?
That's why I just prefer to call.
It's so hard to get deep over text, but I don't know. I can kind of see the draw.
I understand when you're further along in the relationship if you just say, like a good morning text or a hey text. Like when I was in a relationship, I would say good morning, every morning. But like, I don't know, at the same time, it wasn't like, I didn't do it every morning, but it was a way to get it started and just to like, and we knew we liked each other already, so it was like we kind of like were on the same page. It's like kind of make sure you're like,
it was cute.
You're checking it. Like, it's cute. Yeah, it was cute.